Welcome everybody to Soleil's Tarot. My name is Isabel. Thank you so much for joining. We are looking at what your spirit guides are wanting you to know today. And you know what? These are brand new cards. They're amazing. I just got them and we're gonna do a pick a pile and see what we get from there. So let's do pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. So come right back, stay tuned, and we'll have your answers soon. Pile number 1, thank you so much for joining. We're looking at what your spirit guides want to tell you today, okay? So let's get started with your card you chose. So this is the 7 of Staffs, which is the Wands. We've got your oracles, we've got inspired. There's a fire inside you burning brighter than the sun. I like that one. Then we've got being in the flow. And like attracts like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that I see here is that the 7 of Staff reminds us that the fight within is over. That you have this fire inside of you that's burning so bright that even the sun cannot contain themselves. That being in the flow is where you need to be at this very moment. And it attracts what you attract. So if you're attracting good things are going to be coming your way. If you're attracting negative, negative will come your way. Let's see what else we can find here with the tarots. And see, we've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. We've got the Devil. We've got Death. These are very, very important cards here for you. And we've got the 7 of Cups. So I feel like there's been a battle within you. The Ace of Cups is just pouring all this love and energy that you've been pouring into something. Could be a pouring into a relationship, or it could be pouring into a situation or a family aspect. It could be a lot of things at the moment. So let's just think of what this could potentially be and then look for additional information. So we're looking at the Ace of Cups that has a lot of fulfillment, a lot of emphasis. But then we see a lot of things that have either been changing in your life or things that have not been going your way, and things that were overfilled are now beginning to not make as much sense. And I've got to revert back to the 7 because you're doing a lot of, as you can see, there's a very meditative state. There's that burning and that passion that maybe this is where that overfillment of that comes in, right? Overfilled of emotions and passion and helping others and taking care of oneself. But then there's that entrapment, that sense of not knowing everything, a sense of somebody not being true to themselves or somebody that's not being true to them. There's that connection between the 3 and the 3. Even though this is a little bit different, here we see birthing, perhaps as something offering. And here we see somebody that is entrapped by somebody else. So there might be mixed emotions here in between people. There might be mixed emotions between a certain situation because of feeling maybe left out or entrapped or trapped into a certain way of thinking, an idealism that is not really serving. So we're seeing a little bit of both, right? We're seeing that there's a urging fire, and I'm going to go back to here with the like and attracts like. This also can very well be somebody that is wanting to attract something good, but doesn't know how to do it, doesn't know how to change things, doesn't know how to become something else, doesn't relate to the opportunities the way that they're supposed to be. In a sense, it could be the opposite too, right? It could also be that you're trying to always do good. You're trying to always make people like you, and it can't always be the case, because not everybody's going to like everybody. Not everybody is going to work well with others. Not everybody is going to adapt to other people's situations, other people's feelings and emotions. So there's a big message here that we're going to be moving into here within the cards. There's that message of acceptance, there's that message of defeat, and then there's that message of rebirth. So whether or not you take this as I almost feel like this is a husband and wife kind of thing with a baby kind of somebody else, or a situation where you're giving something to somebody, you're giving this, whatever this case is, to a person, and you're relating that, hey, like, this is okay, and here they're taking from you. So the rebirth is saying that whatever you're pouring your heart into and is not developing, the rebirth is there to acknowledge that things will be changing, that not everybody's going to like you, not every person or individual you'll like either. So there has to be a way of changing things around in order to rebirth into additional options, additional emotional growth. That's what I'm seeing there. Let's see what else we've got going on. So we've got the High Priestess. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Three of Swords. The Nine of Coins. And the Hermit. All right. I don't know if you can see the Hermit well, but we'll just keep it there for now. And then we'll move on into whatever else we need additional information for. So, again, we're seeing big, major arcanas coming in. We're seeing a lot of emotions popping in. So this is your spirit guides trying to evoke reaction so that you can live better, that you can form those decisions, inform those people in your life that actually transpire to doing good. This is, you've had your heart broken many times before. Could be in a relationship, it could be also with people that you thought were your friends. Could be also situations where you've put yourself, or has put yourself in, has developed into heartaches. Okay, but we're seeing with these strong women ahead here, like the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, or that a lot of these situations are no longer a burden, and that a lot of these situations that you have been in have actually helped you and endure for the path that you're going to now, leading you into that path of compliance, satisfaction, and also total meditative journey, calmness, and everything that agrees to you at the very moment. It's like it's showing you the path with the Hermit. It's showing that not everything is so dark, not everything is hidden. Things can be where you want them to be. Things are illuminative. Things are going to come to you because of your offering, the way you offer things, the way you do live your life is going to also give you that overall free choice. And this is where also the 9 comes in, okay? That you're reaping those moments, those ideas into not just money or coins or whatever, but also into happiness. So, or even these experiences have affected you in certain ways. Your outcome is always going to be the better, the bigger, the better, because that's just you're maturing. You're going within, you're accepting who you are as an individual, you're accepting where you're going in your life, and you're accepting that things are bound to happen in certain ways because you are making that offer, like that offering, like here, you're making that plea that not everything is always so dark and that there is a way out every time. So even if you have had your situation, your potential dooms in the past, you always overcome things because that's just the way you are. You overcome the pain of an emotional breakup. You overcome the pain of people not being on your side. Maybe you've overcome the pain of situations that have put you in a bad place. And therefore, when I see it as being in the flow as well, with the like and attracts like, is that it's not just you liking things and attracting like as a manifestation. Is what you put out there is what you're manifesting. So you're putting out the fact that you have overcome these challenges and that now you are that person that you are now, and that's why you're attracting those certain people. That's why you're attracting now. You will be attracting all certain situations that are going to be bringing you that joy, right? So we're looking into those opportunities with the 7 of Cups, and we're establishing that there is more to life than just money or fame or whatever, and that we're accomplishing this by looking within, producing that is within outwards for everybody to see. And that's what's going to make you happy. Now, I'm going to drop a couple more cards here just for a few more clarifications. But I do feel like there is such a big, heavy lifting that has happened over the course of your life. That heavy lifting has already happened. And now you feel light. And you feel like you've overcome a lot of things. Now, seeing it's what we were saying about altercations and seeing things differently, maybe having that aspect of maybe having somebody that is upset you in the past that have moved on and you've moved on. Maybe you've changed where you're at. Maybe things have just been able to finally move on, and you finally have been capable of doing that for yourself. You're ready. You're ready to take on more, take on things in a calm way. You're looking into the future with a lot more calmness, a lot more readiness. You're no longer having to change who you are. You're no longer having to move in a different cycle with everybody else. You no longer have to make people like you. They just automatically do. Because I think you've just changed the way you see things. With the 7 of Wands, you've changed. You're not so guarded anymore. You've changed your attitude. And that's also with the rebirth that's happening. it's like you felt that people were against you at one point, and you didn't know as to why. There was insecurity issues. You weren't sure about yourself, so therefore you were portraying that to others. And then that's the reason why others also felt like that about you. But I know that you've been working hard on it, right? Working on yourself, but working on those connections. And I think that you're just feeling rewarded. You're feeling right now rewarded, in a sense that things are finally looking up, that things are under control, that things are where they need to be. So pile number one, I think that the whole idea to your reading is that everything is going to be okay. Everything's falling into place. And with your new inner self guidance and inner self motivation to get things done, this is where you need to be. Well, if you'd like to leave me a comment and let me know if this resonates with you, or if you'd like to see some other videos, per se, you have some ideas that you want to share, by all means, please do so. And also don't forget to check out my other videos, some about finance and career opportunities as well. And we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Hello, palm number two. Thank you so much for joining. We're looking at what your spirit guides has to say to you today. And let's see what we've got going on. So we've got the Five of Staff, which is the Five of Wands. We've got Eternity. Give yourself permission to slow down as your oracle. Let's put this one over here. The Mending Bridges. I heal rifts. I am a member. Okay. And let go of ego. Okay. Let's see if you can see those cards. Sometimes the shiny objects on with the lights can make it really hard to see. Okay, so what I see here already right off the bat is that there's some friction that is going on. Something that might need to be amended in a sense, okay? With the let go of ego, and I see the Five of Wands with such an, I'd say, fire in your life, some kind of challenges, some, maybe you're distracting yourself with other people that have that are in the same challenges as you, or also that are potentially your goals are affected in regards to these people because they are challenges in your life. There's that rivalry, right? Give yourself permission to slow down. Maybe that is the part of it, right? The rivalry, the mending bridges with other people, the letting go of your ego, and then finally getting into that permission to slow down and reevaluate where you are in life and what you need to do. Let's see what else we've got with the tarots. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This follows up very well with the ego, right? Because we've got somebody that is not really 100% there, can be a little bit egocentric at the moment. So there's something else that's going on here. We've got the Ten of Cups, the World, okay, and the Hermit. Woo, some cards going on here. Okay, so like we see that emotional, okay, and this may be that it not necessarily has to do with yourself in character wise, okay? This may have to do with the, again, that situation that you have been put in at that moment, that situation of rivalry, that's a like situation of separation from other people that have made you question your true self, made you question the values that you hold and the values that you need to let go with that ego. Maybe it's time to think about mending those relationships and starting to move on into different situations of your life that will allow you to not have that ego, right? I'm seeing here that there is going to be challenges, but I'm also seeing that things are going to be moving into that new direction for you. I think the spirit guides right now are trying to show you a different path. They're trying to align different situations for you in order not to feel that a certain way that you felt maybe in the past. Maybe this is stuff that you're carrying forward from previous situations, from previous altercations. Maybe this is not where you want to be, obviously, and spirit is telling you this is where you need to be now. This is we're going to guide you to it. We're going to show you that there's a different outcome out there. We're going to show you that peace and happiness is where you need to be. That things that need to be let go is for you to slow down and react differently. Slow down and basically smell the coffee kind of thing, right? So let's see what else we've got. We've got the Six of Staff, which is the Six of Wands. We've got the Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, and we've got the Eight of Swords. We're going to move this one out of the way, and the Five of Swords. So there's things that you're going to be admiring. There's things that you're going to be feeling that you've accomplished, and the sense of accomplishment comes from the Six of Wands and the Three of Staffs. You're going to be seeing this as rewards coming your way. But there's a but in here. There's a but that you're not seeing things come true the way that you thought that they would. You're seeing things that are populating in a distance. You're seeing things that are a little bit challenging right now, or that are coming in, that are swaying your vision in what is to come. So it's almost like a reaction before the action. Perhaps you are going to be getting into that Six of Staff, happiness and joyfulness. But the thing is that for currently, you have to see yourself for who you are. You have to acknowledge that things have to become different in order for you to achieve greatness. And it's not based on, like I said, this is based on circumstances. This is based on certain people in your life. This is based on certain events. We're not saying that your character is egocentric, not mentioning, but there's that look in the mirror. This is why I love this card. This card is saying, you know, look at the image that you're portraying. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of what's coming. Don't be afraid of showing the depiction of these are just beautiful cards. And that's where I'm saying that there is that moment of clarity that you're still not actually seeing in order to achieve that greatness that you want. So how is this going to affect you? How is this going to give you that certain aspect in your life that you want to achieve and be happy? So let's see what else we've got going on. And because we want to know how to achieve this Six of Wands and the Three of Wands, that satisfying moment. We haven't even looked at the Four of Cups either, but we will in a second here. Because it's almost like opportunities missed. Opportunities that never, like, that you're not seeing, right? We've got the Lovers and the Star. So this could be mending things with somebody as well, right? Mending things with somebody that you love. Maybe things that never went right from the beginning. There was a lot of fighting atmosphere. Maybe there was other people involved. And that's where you're seeing that the potential of being this has somewhere is been blinded by certain aspect. And it could be also blinded the opposite, right? Blinded by love, that we're not seeing the outcome. the star is aligned, like it's aligning things for you. It's making sure that you're coming into that person that you want to be, that person that gets things done. There was a lot of heartache in a sense, but things are turning around for you. Like I said, the star is working on that magic. The star is aligning things that you can turn that shift, that heartbreak, whatever emotions that you felt is the one that didn't guide you into the right direction at one point because you were heartbroken in a sense. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn things around for you because it's looking out for that positive changes that are coming. They're imminent. They're going to be there for you because those options you will be seeing, those situations you will be seeing. It's not that far out. It's actually more within your reach than what you thought. It is actually, once you see that reflection, once you see that opportunities of seeing that light come within, that you're going to be able to realize and see the potential that you hadn't seen before. And I feel like this is also letting go of certain people, letting go of certain events, situations, looking at things in a different lens, okay? Slowing down, reflecting, observing, and then making your statement, making that ground, making that change. There's a lot of favorable major arcanas here, so which explains that this is also that Spirit wants you to take that leap of faith. Spirit wants you to move and challenge yourself to that because they know that you can reach those high moments in there. You can reach those moments of clarity, those moments of letting go of other people's situations and other people's feelings and emotions. You might also be an empath because this whole taking in so much of other people's situation and other people's feelings, I feel like this is also an empathic way of seeing the world, and therefore you're being guided to the light. Pretty much you're being guided to see things differently so that you don't have to go through all this extra suffering or all this extra situation, even with the ego. And maybe that's the reason why you put the ego up front, is because of the fact that you are not trying to feel all that, what other people are feeling. And the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So this is where it's saying it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to let go of those unnecessary emotions. Stop looking at situations in that way where it's hurting you. Keeping an eye on certain things, keeping an eye on certain people is okay, but the problem is that you're taking too much of this on your own. You're taking too much of time dealing with other people's emotions that you haven't been looking out for yourself. With the Ace of Pentacles is saying the world is in your hands, pretty much. And things with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers is saying not just love others, but love yourself too. Respect yourself, and everything is going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So I think that that's where we're going to leave this at. I do believe that things are going to move into the right direction for you. And once you take a look at it in a different perspective, in a different eye, okay? So watch out for it, because it's going to be settled, different things that Spirit is going to throw in there for you. They're going to be settled, but they're going to be something that you need to start looking down once you slow down, once you reflect, once you do. This is where you're going to be seeing all of this, okay, coming in. There's that big, strong person that is guiding you through this, and that is called your spirit guide. The thing is that sometimes we are not willing to listen. or we don't listen because we don't know any better. But I know for a fact that you will. I know for a fact that you're going to be moving on to bigger and greater things. And I know, in fact, that the spirit guides are going to be guiding you today and every day along your life. Also, I just wanted to point out, if you'd like to leave some comments and let me know if there's other videos that you would like me to do for you, that would be greatly appreciated. Also leave me comments and seeing how this resonates with you. And looking forward to see you in the next time. And hasta luego. Welcome, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. We're looking at what your spirit guides wants to let you know today. So let's check it out and see. This is the card you chose, which is the Devil. And we've got your oracles, which is shine even when you're not whole. And we've got standing firm. This is such a dark card. I don't know if you can really see it, but let's see. You can see the chains around it. All right, and then we've got be yourself. Be yourself. Standing firm, and the Devil. So something's not letting you go. Something is impeding you to see the light of things. So something that may have happened has actually almost like a forbidden fruit kind of thing that you can see, like as you can see the bridge and the light, you feel like something's trapping you emotionally, something's trapping you from moving forward into the light. So, and when I see this standing firm and be yourself, is saying that you have to stand your ground, you have to stand for who you are, you have to believe in yourself, and this will set you free. The thing is this, shine even when you're not whole. It's something that's holding you back. I don't think that somebody's holding you back. I said something is holding you back. Something in the way you see things, something that maybe that has not been 100% there for you, in the that you're still working on. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So there's some reward to this, in a sense. Something that has taken you on a journey. It has taken you on, even though it feels so tight at the moment, it's taken you on a journey that is going to allow you to move on and leave something behind. Okay, so there's something that was naive, something that maybe had taken you for a joyride at one point or another in life, that has not been always pleasant. And once you found that there was some victory to that, once you found that there was some changes that needed to happen and feel that contentment again, you needed to walk away from it in order to fulfill your abundance, in order to fulfill like riches in your heart. There is some kind of emotion with the Emperor, some kind of powered individual that has set a lot of things in motion. So we see the softness of the female on the Nine of Pentacles, and then we see the hardship, the ownership of the Emperor. So I feel like this is a balance between an emotional situation with somebody, that it's either it was something that needed to move on in order for it to replenish, to build, or it's something that needs to happen in order for it to move on to something else, to two separate individuals. So let's see what else we've got going on. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands, We've got the Strength card. We've got the Temperance, the Ten of Coins, and the Son of Cups. What else do we see here? Well, we see somebody that is strong and that needs time. I feel like this spirit guide, your spirit guide, is trying to tell you to take time, to take that time in order to build up your strength that you need, being in that space that you want to be able to celebrate, to be able to feel powerful again. So whatever has been happening with the Devil's card over here, it has drawn up a lot of emotions. It has drawn up a lot of changes, but there were imminent changes to your life, because in order to feel more powerful and more subjective to new ideas and new situations in your life, it's almost like you had to know both sides of the coin, if that makes sense. There's not only that fire that is on the outside, the fire within. We see a lot of the yellow tones. We see a lot of the emotional aspect to this. We see a lot of coins happening, right? So we're looking at not just emotional, but we're also looking at maybe monetary, right? We're not looking at being okay in every aspect of your life. We're looking at somebody that will pop into your life that is going to show you the way, that they're going to be bringing out that bridge for you to see where you're going with this. Could be a new potential romance, or it could also be somebody that's given and proven into your life, or bringing it back into your life in order to be able to circum those chains. We see also with the Temperance that there's that angel guide, right? That's saying, that spirit guide that's saying, we're going to guide you through this. We're going to take you that step. We're going to combine the earth and the sky, so that you are not blinded by certain aspects anymore, that you're going to be taken care of, that inner child is going to be taken care of, protected from whatever else comes your way, that you're going to see that family and friends are what you need in your life, that you're going to be able to have that new familiarity with somebody that is going to be bringing you joy through your emotional status. It's joy through being there with you, showing you the way, guiding you through that journey of emotional blindness. Let's see what else we've got. So, I think this is such a beautiful reading. And I know it starts off kind of looking a little thing, but I feel like there's so much potential here. The Ace of Wands, it's my yes card to everything. And the Hierophant. So there's still traditional set situations that you are still gung-ho for. Like, there's certain things that you want, like, if you're not married, you want the marriage. If you want things that are still traditional in a sense. You are not 100% thinking that things are bound to change and your old ways are going to be gone. You just want those old ways to continue on in a different manner. I mean, everything. Yeah, see, the Queen of Swords, again, she's very traditional. She's very powerful, but she likes things done her way. She likes to be creative, but in a sense that is intellectually stimulated. So there's a lot of factors here about either a certain person that you're seeking for, if you're not in a relationship, that would bring back all this, I guess, situations where it's all beliefs, maybe factors, maybe the way that they see things, that you want them to see them more as a visual like you. You want them to experience life with you in a certain way. Okay, so this is taking spirit. Is there anything else that we should be seeing here for pile number 3? So there is that chance, an off chance, and this is a duality thing as well, but it's also looking at the spectrum, looking on the outside, okay? So that's exactly what I feel that you're doing, is evoking that person that you want in your life, which you will say yes to, has to be very similar to you. It has to have the same values. It has to have, this is like the global, like holding the globe in the hand by saying, this is, I'm looking outward for that particular person that has those exact values than I do. So, doing a recap here of things that I think that are happening here, and the way that spirit is showing me this is that feeling trapped in something and not being able to see the light is going to be changing and guiding you through, because it knows the outcome is much greater than what you thought it would be. They're going to guide you to that person. They're going to guide you to that situation. They're going to guide you to feel strong again. And by being yourself, by standing firm, standing your ground, knowing what you want. And what I feel like you want is somebody that's very much like you, somebody that holds their persona the same as you, somebody that has the same qualities, the same religion, the same types of places that they want to travel. So you want somebody very relatable. And spirit is saying it's coming. Be patient. Everything will sort itself out. It's coming. And I do believe that too. I do believe that if spirit is saying it's coming, be prepared, be ready, because if you don't already have this person in your life, this person is going to come to you. And if you do have this person in your life, they're saying, don't worry about all the problems that have been arising. This person is still going to be true to you. This person is still going to be yes in your life. This person is still going to be that person that you wanted all along. It just needs a little bit of time for building up. That's all. And that's everything. Hey, if this reading actually makes sense to you, please don't forget to leave a comment. And also, if you'd like to see something else, if you'd like to have something else that you want me to do a reading about, by all means, I'd gladly hear that on the comments as well. And also, you know what? We'll see you later. Hasta luego.